this year onwards, third semester syllabus is going to explain. Due to Corona, online classes are inevitable. Already 2 months have completed. Now we entered into third month. So still Corona virus is still keep on going, spiking. Unless it comes to control, students cannot come to the class. Meanwhile, in the meanwhile, we are instructed to take classes through online. Hence, most of the lecturers, they are taking classes through online. At least 30% of the syllabus. Rest of the syllabus will be taken through classroom. Of course, there is a slight difference between traditional classroom and online classes. Both are one and same. Each has its own importance. Even online class also little bit tough, but once you pay attention, definitely you will understand the lecture, and immediately if you go through the notes or if you go through the text, you can easily grasp the content what the teacher has taught through the online class. Second thing is, once you imbibe the habit of, once you take the habit of self-study, definitely you will understand the content of the subject. So you should do some little bit hard work. If you do hard work, definitely you will adopt self-study method. Once you adopt self-study method, you can understand the subject. You can again analyze the subject on your own without anybody support. So traditional classes, not only traditional classes, but online classes also as good as traditional classes. Whereas in traditional classes, you can show your expressions, emotions, feelings to the teacher, whereas in online class you cannot show. But if you have any doubt, just whenever you get any doubt, you note down the doubt and just you ask your concerned lecturer through your mobile, so that definitely the teacher or the concerned lecturer will clarify your doubt. Okay? So online classes are also as good as traditional classes. Now take third semester, I will give you the syllabus. Same last week, second year syllabus, second semester syllabus and third semester. Paper model is same, but topics are different. You have prose, you have poetry, short story, one act play, and language activity. This paper almost 75 marks. Prose, you have 2 lessons. In poetry, you have 2 poems. Short story, only 2. Whereas this year, you will have drama, that is Kanyasura. You might have heard this drama. It's the oldest drama. It is written by Gurzada. It's very famous drama. Very good, especially in Telugu. It has got its so much of popularity toward the South India. Kanyasura. Whereas language activity is also little bit easy. Note making. It's almost writing skills. One word substitutes. Expansion of ideas means proverbs, report writing, short, medium notices. These are also very easy. So this almost comes to 75 marks. Each short story and one act play, these questions carries 10 marks, whereas prose and poetry carries 5 marks. So same as is second year syllabus. Okay. Now I will teach. Today I am going to take what you call Once Upon a Time. It is a poem written by Gabriel Ocado. He is a Nigerian poet. Nigerian people got independence in 1921 from British people. Before that, they were under the control of British people. After they got independence, poet he noticed some values which were adopted by Nigerians. Those values are completely related to the modern world. If you see the good moral values like sincerity, friendliness, good nature, hospitality, love, happiness, wisdom, truth, honest, and simplicity. These are all some moral values. These values are completely vanished, disappeared, and they adopted fake personality, fake values, artificial, materialistic values. They adopted such way because both Western culture and Nigerian culture mixed, and they ignored their own culture and adopted the Western culture. So he expressed his regrets towards the marked change in the society. He himself noticed how the values have disappeared from the society. Moreover, he seems to be mourning himself because of the old values which have gone to the, and they adopted modern values. So poet, he is very much expressed his regrets towards the people. Here, this poem Once Upon a Time, actually this poem consists of 6 stanzas. First 3 stanzas relates to innocence. Innocence means Amayakatva. First 3 poems. Next 2 poems tells experience. Here, this is a conversation between father and son. Father complains to the father, complains to his son, how he has changed his behavior, how he forced his change, how he himself forced to change his own behavior due to the prevailing conditions. Unna conditions batti tanantada tanu అతనిలో ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ని అన్నింటినీ మర్చిపోయి సొసైటీలో ఉన్న వాల్యూస్ని అనుగుణంగా బతుకుతున్నానని చెప్పి బాధతో కొడుకుతో అతని యొక్క బాధని వ్యక్తపరుస్తున్నాడు. ఫస్ట్ ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద ఫస్ట్ స్టాండర్డ్. వన్స్ అపాన్ ఎ టైమ్ son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block cold eyes set behind my shadow. In first stanza, father, he himself noticed and he shows the comparison between the modern days and the olden days. That is, shows the comparison between the past and the present. How the people they used to behave in the past and how the people used to interact or behave in the past days while comparing with the present. Even in present days, how they behave. In olden days, people they possess these qualities like sincere, friendliness, good natured people, hospitality. They give good hospitality, love, happiness, wisdom, truth, honesty, and simplicity. But all these values have gone and they adopted only modern values, that is nothing but cunningness, pretension. Pretension means nature, cunning. Pretension. That's why this father, he himself expresses his regrets towards the society. How the society forced him to change according to the prevailing conditions. That's why he says, once upon a time, son. While he is saying to son, while he is complaining to his son, people in olden days, past days, they used to laugh with their hearts. In olden days, people, they showed feelings through heart. They expressed their feelings. They showed their feelings through heart and soul. మన హార్ట్ ద్వారా బయటికి వ్యక్తపరిచేవారు అని చెప్పి చెప్పినాడు. They laugh, నవ్వుతూ. Even though laugh, you can see all these qualities through their smile Because all these qualities which emerged out from the heart or soul. Spontaneous feelings. All these feelings, when they came out spontaneously like river, which like flooded water which comes from river. Spontaneously. And laugh with their eyes. They used to laugh with heart and eyes. This is the nature of the past, not present. He shows only comparison between the past and present. Now he told about the past, how the people used to be in the past days, means they laugh with their heart and they laugh with their eyes. But now he tells about the present situation. He tells about how the people they behave in present society. ఈ ప్రజెంట్ సొసైటీలో పీపుల్ ఏ విధంగా బిహేవ్ చేస్తున్నారో చెప్పండి. దే ఓన్లీ లాఫ్ విత్ దేర్ టీత్. ఇన్ ఓల్డెన్ డేస్ ద పీపుల్ దే లాఫ్ విత్ దేర్ హార్ట్, బట్ వేరేస్ ప్రజెంట్ డేస్ మోడర్న్ పీపుల్ దే లాఫ్ విత్ దేర్ టీత్. పళ్ళుతో నవ్వుతున్నారు మీన్స్ దే డోంట్ షో ఎనీ రియల్ ఫీలింగ్స్. దే డోంట్ నో మీన్స్ దే కెనాట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ ద ఫీలింగ్స్ బికాస్ their hearts are empty. Whole these their hearts are completely filled with cunningness, falseness, negativity, pretensions. So when their hearts are completely filled with such type of feelings, how they present people express their feelings like sincerity or friendliness or good nature, hospitality or whatnot. So it is not possible for them because they do not know the value of manners or how to behave in the society. Because these people, they do not have all these qualities, but they adopted only false nature. False nature. Because whole society, wherever you go, you see only negativity. Negativity ఎక్కువ కనపడుతున్నప్పటి positiveness అనేది ఎవరిలోనే లేదు. So that's why all the people, they behave, they laugh with their teeth. While their eyes blocked cold eyes. Here see how the poet has expressed it. See, eyes blocked cold eyes. How the poet expressed this phrase. Modern people, their eyes are just like a ice block. Means this phrase refers to jealous and hatred. Jealous means asuya. Hatred means ఎవరిని ఇష్టపడాలి. సెల్ఫిష్నెస్ ఎక్కువైపోయింది. సెల్ఫిష్నెస్ మీన్స్ దే డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ all the people, most of society, in this society, modern society, people they showed their feelings to their cold eyes. Cold means jealous, hatredness, selfishness. So when they have this type of qualities, when they have this type of manners, they cannot show their feelings which the people they showed in the past days. Past days lo చూపించడానికి చూపించలేకపోతున్నారు. They always sit behind my shadow. People, they always sit behind my shadow. Here the poet, while narrating his experiences to son, he himself says that he is setting his shadow in the present society because in olden days he possessed good qualities, but in modern days he lost all those old values and he accustomed to the modern society, and all his people around him were completely, he was influenced by the people which are who are around him. So he was forced to learn the false nature of the society. That's why he is unable to show all these qualities, and he always sets his shadow. Shadow means old shadow, that which was in the past days. So పాత రోజుల్లో ఉన్నట్టుగా ఉండలేకపోతున్నానని బాధను వ్యక్తపరుస్తూ కొడుకుతో అతని బాధని తెలియజేస్తున్నాడు. So here these two phrases, ice blocked cold eyes. Here this phrase refers to the ice blocked cold eyes means feelings. these feelings can freeze the water with their eyes. వాళ్ళ యొక్క చూపులతో ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ యొక్క వాటర్ని కూడా ఐస్ ద్వారా ఫ్రీజ్ చేయగలుగుతారంటండి. ఫ్రీజ్ అంటే ఏంటి? గడ్డ కట్టిపోతాయంటండి. సో వితౌట్ refrigerator, without ice box, these people, those who have possessed bad qualities, negative qualities, they can freeze the feelings of other people. Means all those feelings will be frozen, because అంత వాళ్ళలో ఉన్నంత నెగిటివిటీ ఎక్కువైపోయింది, పెరిగిపోవటం వల్లండి. వాళ్ళు ఈ జెలస్, హేట్రెడ్, సెల్ఫిష్నెస్ ఉండటం వల్ల ఎదుటి వాళ్ళని కూడా వాళ్ళు ఆల్వేస్ అలాగే ట్రీట్ చేస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్, సెర్చ్ బిహైండ్ మై షాడో. హీ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ సెర్చింగ్ హిస్ షాడో, బికాస్ హిస్ షాడో మీన్స్ పాస్ట్ డేస్. He went back to the old days and he was almost lamenting, mourning, because he lost all those values which are related to the manners, behavior, good nature. All those completely, he lost all those values and he imbibed or he practiced only these negativity, that is jealous, hatredness and selfishness. So he shows his regrets. Father, he shows his regrets here, how he lost all his moral values, good natured values, and how he adopted a fake personality instead of true personality. ఒక మంచి పర్సనాలిటీని ఉంచుకోవాల్సిన వాడు ఫేక్, ఈ సొసైటీలో ప్రిటెన్షన్, యాక్టింగ్, ఇమిటేషన్ ఉండటం వల్లండి అతనిలో ఉన్న మంచి క్వాలిటీస్ని అంతా కూడా పోగొట్టుకున్నానని చెప్తూ బాధపడుతున్నాడు. ఇన్ సెకండ్ స్టాంజా, here also in second stanza, the poem, the stanza itself shows innocence of his son and he wants to relearn that innocence. చూడండి, there was a time indeed they used to shake hands with hearts. In olden days, the people used to shake hands with hearts while they are making friendship with other people or while they meet any new persons, because their hearts are completely filled with good manners, good behavior, good qualities. That's why even they make friendship with other people, they give or extend their hands to the new people with good values, మంచి వాల్యూస్తో ఎదుటి వాడిని పరిచయం చేసుకోవడం లేకపోతే కలవటం చేశారు. బట్ దట్ హస్ గాన్ సన్. హియర్ ఫాదర్ సేస్ టు హిస్ సన్ దట్ దోస్ డేస్ హ్యావ్ గాన్. నోబడీ ఈస్ గివింగ్ హ్యాండ్, నథింగ్. They do not know how to make friendship or they do not know how to give or extend. They shake hands with the other people. He simply says, now they shake hands with hearts. To shake hands with heart, but now they shake hands with, excuse me. Nowadays, people, though they give hands, but without soul and heart, they are extending. They want to make friendship only for time being. Only for time being. That's why they can extend, they can make friendship without their hearts. వాళ్ళు స్నేహపూర్వకంగా మంచిగా హార్ట్తో ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ చేయట్లేదు. మెటీరియలిస్ట్ లైఫ్, ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ లైఫ్. Because the whole environment is completely polluted. This completely, the nature is completely bent with the present prevailing conditions, that is the conditions related to the environment. With their left hand search my empty pockets. Here also this phrase, how he explained beautifully said. Their left hands always search my empty pockets. The father is searching his pockets because he has been stripped all those, he has been stripped vulturesaranడి because of modern society. This modern society forced him to learn negativity, jealous, hatredness, selfishness. That's why he has been left without any feelings. అతనిలో ఎటువంటి ఫీలింగ్స్ లేదండి. Whereas in olden days they had good moral values. So this man, even though he possessed good nature manners, good qualities, but because of this modern days, because of this modern culture, he has been stripped all his values, all his qualities. Stripped means nothing but butler తీసేది. Stripped means ఒలిచివేయడం. He has been stripped. So that's why he is searching his pockets for his values, means he has been stripped and nothing is left except this negativity or false nature, jealous and hatred, or what you call pretension or imitation. These are only the values which are left in modern days. But whatever the values which he possessed in the past, all those values were completely disappeared or vanished. Okay? Now I am going to explain third stanza also. Okay? Now come to the third stanza. Till now I have explained two stanzas. In two stanzas, the father noticed a marked change in the attitudes of the people. Once those who have good qualities like sincerity, genuineness, warmth, but now they become cold, jealous and hatred. Means they possess only bad qualities, negativity, false nature. He noticed the marked change in the past generation and the present generation. While explaining the third stanza, feel at home, come again, the same when I come again and feel, there will be no thrice, then I find those shut down. This stanza, he says, it says about the manners and the attitudes of the people in the society. Here, he specifically says that guests are no longer, guests will not be entertained in the present society. They will not be welcomed. Means, usually whenever any guest come to our house, we wholeheartedly will invite him and we will provide good hospitality. But whereas in modern days, that type of nature has gone. People are so materialistic, people are so artificial, and they don't entertain any guest in their houses. This is the attitude of the present generation. Because వాళ్ళకి ఏంటంటే ఈ రోజున ఎవరైనా గెస్ట్ వస్తాడు మన ఇంటికంటే, they welcome their guest only once. They cannot entertain second time or third time. Even if the guest comes or visits their houses, simply their doors will be shut on their faces. ఒకవేళ రెండోసారి కానీ మూడోసారి కానీ వస్తేనండి తలుపులు వాళ్ళ మొహాల మీద వేసేస్తున్నారు. This is the attitude of the society. But in olden days, those people are not like that. They had good qualities. They extended good hospitality. They made good friendship because the feelings which they exhibited, which they come from their heart. But whereas in modern days, the feelings which they came from their teeth, not true feelings. Though they invite their guests to their house, they invite only once. If the guests visit twice or thrice, they will not entertain further. They will not allow you to sit in their houses because you are an unwanted guest. They don't want, you are not required. Your friendship is not at all required. That's why they will not entertain. This is the nature of the present modern people. Especially in third stanza, it says that, see, when I come again and feel, there will be no thrice. You will be entertained only once. Guest no longer will be entertained. If the guest visits second time or third time, only once you are permitted. For those, I find doors shut on me. If you want to visit third time or fourth time, simply those will shut on your face. So he observed, father observed that the people, they will not give any hospitality to the guests. Though they speak, they do not have any true feelings in their hearts. That's why simply father says that the people, those who live in this modern society, they are so materialistic, so money-minded, so artificial. So that's why they will not give any hospitality to the guest. Next, fourth stanza. Here, in fourth stanza also, he narrates his own experiences, bad feelings, how he faced in the society. When he comes across the different people, all the people, they showed their feelings, they showed their false nature, they showed their fake personality instead of true personality. He explains in the fourth stanza. See, I have learned many things. Father says to his son. He has learned so many things in the modern days. He has relearned. He was forced to learn because in olden days he learned good values. But due to the hypocrisy and due to the prevailing conditions of the present society, he was forced to learn false nature, negative. That's why he says that I have learned many things. చాలా నేర్చుకున్నానని చెప్తున్నాడు. First, I have learned to wear many faces. Usually in the society, we show our feelings according to the situations. Usually, when you are in a good and happy situation, you can show your lovely feelings through your eyes and your heart. That means which comes out from your face. That is usually you show your feelings. When you are in a bad situation, simply you will become dumb and some seriousness will be enveloped in your face. This according to situation will keep on maintaining. But here father says that I have learned to wear many faces. Where in the waistcoat. Usually we will change dresses every day. Morning, when you come to college, you wear one uniform. After college, you will change and you will wear evening dress. And before going to the bed, you will change the evening dress and simply wear night dress. So, almost all people in the society, they wear different types of dresses. It's nothing wrong. But father says that people, they keep faces like changing the dresses. Means he has learned how to wear many faces. ఈ సొసైటీలో సిచ్యువేషన్ బట్టి మనలో ఉన్న ఫీలింగ్స్ ఎలాగ చూపించాలో నేర్చుకున్నాడంటే. He says simply, he has learned how to wear many faces like dresses. How to change your your feelings like changing dresses every day. So it's how poet has showed his bitterness, which was in the society. Bitterness because he was unable to tolerate. Most of the people in the society, they possessed negativity, false nature. That's why he was unable to bear the bitterness and he was unable to tolerate this type of nature because he born and brought up in past life. He possessed good qualities, but he was forced to change his behavior, and now he himself expressed his sympathy and regrets. He is lamenting to relearn, to go back, or to relearn those past values like genuinity, friendship, good nature, hospitality, love and happiness. Now he says, home face. Usually people, when you stay at home, you will keep one face, that is home face. Office face, when you come to office, whenever your boss is so hungry, you will keep one type of face. Street face, when you walk along the streets, whenever you comes across your friends, if you are interested to speak, you will show your good feelings. If you are not interested, simply you pretend himself and you keep street face. Pretend means నటించడం అండి. ఇష్టం ఉన్నా లేకపోయినా ఇష్టం ఉన్నట్టు నటించి మనం ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్ బట్టి ఫేస్ పెడతాం. హోస్ట్ ఫేస్, కాక్టైల్ ఫేస్. I think cocktail means two different faces mixing with all their comforting smiles. With all their comforting smiles means you always keep smiling according to situation. But those smiles completely shows negativity, false nature. The other people, they cannot find true feelings in your smiles. ఎదుటివాడు నీ స్మైల్లో మంచి ఫీలింగ్ ఉందనేది గుర్తించలేడు. ఎంత నెగిటివిటీ ఉందని అర్థమవుతూ ఉంటుందండి నీ యొక్క స్మైల్ ద్వారా. అండ్ లైక్ ఎ ఫిక్స్డ్ portrait smile. Fixed portrait smile means nowadays, I think you should know what is meant by portrait. Portrait ఏంటంటే it's like a statue. మనం చనిపోయిన వాళ్ళ విగ్రహాలని చెక్కి ప్రతి మంచి మంచి ప్లేసెస్లో, ల్యాండ్ మార్క్స్లో వాటిని పెడతామండి. వాళ్ళకు ఒక ఫేసెస్లో ఉన్న ఫీలింగ్స్ని కూడా చిత్రకారుడు, శిల్పి చూపిస్తాడు. చెక్కి వాడి యొక్క టాలెంట్, శిల్పి యొక్క టాలెంట్తో ఆ ఫీలింగ్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, జీవం లేని రాయిలో జీవం లేని ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ ఎ మెటల్, ఇట్స్ ఎ స్టోన్. ఆ స్టోన్లో శిల్పికి వాడికి ఉన్నంత టాలెంట్ని ఉపయోగించి ఆ జీవం లేని రాయిలో జీవాన్ని చూపించగలుగుతాడు, స్మైల్ని చూపిస్తాడు. అదే ప్రతి స్టాచ్యూలోని ఫీలింగ్స్ని మనం గుర్తించగలుగుతాం. రియల్ ఫీలింగ్స్ని శిల్పి చూపిస్తాడు. అండ్ ఆ స్మైల్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా చిరకాలం ఉండిపోతుంది. ఇట్స్ లైక్ నథింగ్ బట్ లైక్ ఏ ఫిక్స్డ్ స్మైల్. సో దీస్ మోడర్న్ పీపుల్ ఆల్సో they keep on smiling, fixed smiles according to the situations. They keep some smile according to the situation, like a statue. Because if you see the statue, there is no liveliness because it is a stone. So like that, the people, modern people, present generation people, they are also just nothing but like a what do you call it? Feelings ఉండవు కానండి, వాళ్ళు నవ్వుతున్నట్టు కనపడతారు లైక్ స్టాట్యూస్. There is no difference between statue and a human being because both are different, no doubt. One person has what do you call statue, one is a human being, but their smiles appears to be same. There is no liveliness, there is no true nature, there is no what do you call genuinity. You cannot find any good nature feelings in their smiles. That's why their smiles are fixed like a portrait smile. ఒక జీవలేని స్టాచ్యూలో ఫీలింగ్స్ ఎలా కనపడతాయో ప్రెజెంట్ జనరేషన్లో కూడా అలాగే కనపడతాయి. బికాస్ why here the poet, why he was saying all these things means he experienced it. Because he was very much influenced by the people in the present generation. And while he was narrating his experiences, he himself narrates about himself. అతని గురించి చెప్పుకుంటూ he shows the comparison between the past and present. How the past people how they possessed good qualities and how the present generation people, how they possessed negativity. So while narrating these two past and present, he wants to go back to the old generation. Old generation ki vellipovalani cheppi korukuntadu. Moreover, he want to relearn from his son. కొడుకు దగ్గర నుంచి కొన్ని ఫీలింగ్స్ని నేర్చుకోవాలని చెప్పి తాపత్రయపడతాడు. ఎందుకంటే బికాస్ he was fed up with the modern days. Because his heart is completely filled with bitterness, guilty. He is unable to tolerate the present people. That's why wherever he goes, he finds only negativity or false nature. Wherever he goes. So that's why he himself, he tells about his image. He himself narrates his experiences. He himself compares with the present and past. And he also complains about himself. అతని గురించి అతనే కంప్లైంట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాడు. Why? Because his heart was completely filled with the false nature. అతని హార్ట్ అంతా కూడా ఫాల్స్ నేచర్తో నింపబడి ఉందని చెప్పి బాధతో తెలియజేస్తున్నాడు. Because he knew very much about the olden days. In olden days, the people possessed good nature. But in modern days, people were completely different, artificial life, materialistic life. Because wherever he goes, he finds only artificial nature, pretension, imitation. Imitation అంటే ఏంటి? ఒకరిని చూసి ఇమిటేట్ చేయడం. So these are the qualities completely enveloped in the society. ఇవన్నీ ఈ సొసైటీలో, ప్రజెంట్ సొసైటీలో మనుషుల్లో ఇటువంటి క్వాలిటీస్ ఉండటం వల్ల ఓల్డ్ జనరేషన్కి ప్రజెంట్ జనరేషన్కి తేడా చెప్తూ అతని యొక్క బాధని ఈ స్టాండర్డ్లో తెలియజేస్తాను. ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ నెక్స్ట్. నౌ కమ్ టు ద ఫిఫ్త్ స్టాండర్డ్. నౌ హియర్ ఇన్ దిస్ స్టాండర్డ్ father, he explains how he was influenced by surrounding people. It's completely his influence, how the modern society influenced him, how he was forced to change his behavior, how he was forced to learn fake personality instead of true personality, how the situation forced him to learn the false nature. False nature means like hatredness, jealous, imitation, pretension, keeping false nature instead of true nature. మంచిగా ఉండటం పోయి ఫాల్స్ నేచర్ ఉండటానికి సొసైటీ ఏ విధంగా అతన్ని పుష్ చేసిందో, ఫోర్స్ చేసిందో చెప్పినాడు. I have learned too. He has learned so many things. Of course, though he belonged to past generation, but this present generation also forced him to learn certain qualities. That's why I have learned to laugh with only my teeth. Father, he narrates, he laments, బాధను వ్యక్తపరుస్తున్నాడు. How he laughed with teeth instead of heart. హార్ట్ బదులు టీత్తో నవ్వటం అనేది నేర్చుకున్నాను అని చెప్పినాడు. యూజువల్లీ ద పీపుల్ దే యూస్ టు లాఫ్ విత్ ద హార్ట్, విత్ సోల్. మీన్స్ వెన్ దే లాఫ్, ద ఫీలింగ్స్ దే ఎగ్జిబిట్, ఫీలింగ్స్ విచ్ ఎమర్జ్ అవుట్ spontaneously. But in modern days, he has learned the laugh with only teeth. That is the modern days. And shake hands without heart. He also learned how to extend shake hand, how to make friendship without any feelings, without any true feelings, without any good feelings, good natured feelings. So he has learned because he was influenced by the bad people. He was influenced by the present generation people. So whole generation, whole society is completely filled with falseness. Wherever you go, you can find only false nature. You cannot find any true personality. True personality means possessing good qualities: warmth, love, trust, faith, friendliness, hospitality, simplicity, generosity. So in the modern days, you don't find this. You can find the people, they used to have those feelings in past generation. But present generation, they have only false nature. That is nothing but selfishness, jealous, hatredness. Wherever you go, most of the people, they are always selfish. They do not concern for others. Even they do not concern for their parents. That is the bad situation of the present society. These conditions are completely prevailed in our society. Next, I have learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. To say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it has been nice talking to you after being bored. Here these three phrases, how beautifully explained. Here how he has learned to say goodbye, how to beg, to send, what do you call that, say goodbye to the friends. He said glad to meet you and nice talking to you. You might have heard these sentences. Means here poet says that when I mean he has learned how to say goodbye, means without talking to you and without knowing, simply he says how to say goodbye. He doesn't know whom you are. Moreover, without talking to you, without any friendship, and without knowing anything, simply says goodbye. Father says how he learned to say goodbye. He doesn't expect. He doesn't. What do you call? He doesn't know whom you are. Next, he might not have spoken with you also. But without talking and without knowing whom you are, simply says goodbye. Next, glad to meet you. Says whenever you meet, simply he says that he is very glad to meet you. He is happy with your presence. He is happy with your nature without being glad. Glad అనే పదం ఉండదండి, అంటే గుడ్ నేచర్ ఉండదండి. He is only pretending. He is only imitating. He is acting. Simply says he is being glad, but without being happiness. Simply says without being glad, he is happy. He is happy with your presence. He is happy with your friendship, but you don't find any gladness in that moment. And he has been nice talking to you. He says that he is very much felt happy while talking with you, but after being bored, అంతా మాట్లాడేసిన తర్వాత బుర్ర తినేసాడరా, పిచ్చిగా మాట్లాడాడరా అని తర్వాత చెప్పుకుంటామండి. బట్ హీస్ when the other person departs, simply says it's nice talking to you, నీతో మాట్లాడడం నాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉందని చెప్తాను. ఎప్పుడు ఆఫ్టర్ బీయింగ్ బోర్డ్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద false nature which has enveloped in the society. This modern generation people completely filled with false nature. They do not realize the values which existed in the olden days. Most of the people in the society, they do not know the manners, how to behave in the society, and they cannot change their attitude. Though they educated, though they are developed, because the whole society itself is completely filled with false nature. మొత్తం సొసైటీ అంతా కూడా false నేచర్తో ఉండటం వల్లండి he cannot get any scope to learn good feelings, true feelings. He doesn't know what is meant by friendship. He doesn't know what is meant by hospitality. He doesn't know how to take a particular situation to make fruitful. He doesn't know the words of joy, happiness, and he doesn't know how to smile. He cannot find good feelings when the other person shows feelings through smile, because this is a behavioral attitude, completely related to behavioral attitude. So if the person learns from his childhood, but though he learns from childhood with his innocence, by the time he reaches the adult age, that means youth age, all those feelings will slowly disappear, because that particular person is influenced by surrounding people, surrounding nature, because surrounding itself is completely polluted. Wherever he goes, he finds only bad nature or fake personalities or falseness or negativity. He cannot find any good people, so he cannot get any chance to learn good feelings. Okay, so here he himself he tells how he was influenced by the society. Finally he concludes with his son. కొడుకుతో ముగిస్తున్నాడు. ఎలాగంటే, బిలీవ్ మీ సన్, ఐ వాంట్ టు బి వాట్ ఐ యూస్ టు బి. చూడండి ఎంత బాగా చెప్తున్నాడు. బిలీవ్ మీ సన్, ప్లీజ్ ట్రస్ట్ మీ, ట్రస్ట్ మీ, because I was fed up, I was completely fed up with this bloody society. I do not want to live in this modern society, because my heart is completely filled with bitterness, sadness, sympathy towards the modern society. How to express those feelings towards the society? So he appeals, pleading his son, appeals, కొడుకుని వేడుకుంటున్నాడు, ప్రాధాయపడుతున్నాడు. Believe me son, I want to be what I used to be. He wants to go back to his olden days. He wants to relearn the feelings which he has lost in the present days, what he possessed in the olden days. పాత రోజుల్లో ఏ ఫీలింగ్స్ అయితే ఉన్నాయో మళ్ళీ వాటిని అన్నింటినీ కూడా తిరిగి నేర్చుకోవాలని చెప్పి కొడుకుతో ప్రాధాయపడుతున్నాడు. ఐ వాంట్ టు బి వాట్ ఐ యూజ్ టు బి, హౌ హీ యూజ్ టు బి ఇన్ ద ఓల్డెన్ డేస్. సో హీ వాంటెడ్ టు రీలర్న్, తిరిగి నేర్చుకోవడం. హీ వాంటెడ్ టు అక్వైర్ వాట్ హీ లాస్ట్ ఇన్ ద ప్రజెంట్. ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే పోగొట్టుకున్నాడో, ప్రజెంట్ జనరేషన్లో పోగొట్టుకున్న దాన్ని అంతటినీ కూడా మళ్ళీ తిరిగి అక్వైర్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాడు. అక్వైర్ చేయడం అంటే తిరిగి సంపాదించడం, రీలర్న్, నేర్చుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నాడు అండి. వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ యూ, ఫాదర్ సేస్ దట్, ఫాదర్ సేస్ టు హిస్ సన్, వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ యూ, వెన్ ఐ వాజ్ ఎ చైల్డ్ ఇన్ ఓల్డెన్ డేస్, ఐ వాంట్ టు బీ లైక్ యూ, నీకులాగా నేను ఉండాలనుకుంటున్నాను. I want to go back to the old stage, that means innocent stage. So child is meant for, innocence is meant for childhood. You can find only that innocence in childhood. Childhood lone ఆ innocence అనేది మనకి కనపడతాడు. You don't find any false, you don't find any negativity. That innocence shows your true feelings. ఆ పిల్లవాడిలో ట్రూ ఫీలింగ్స్ అన్ని ఆ ఇన్నోసెంట్ ఏజ్లోనే కనపడతాయండి. ఇట్ షోస్ హిస్ కరేజ్. ఎస్పెషలీ యూ సీ, if you find any child when he is crawling on the floor, whenever he comes across a snake, simply the child tries to catch hold of that snake. But whereas youth, can he try and catch hold of that snake? He can't, because he knows when he tries to catch hold of snake, simply that snake will bite. But whereas child, he doesn't know, because of his innocence. అతనిలో ఉన్న ఇన్నోసెన్స్ ఉండటం వల్లండి ధైర్యంగా దాన్ని పట్టుకోగలుగుతాడు పావుని. అదే మనమైతే we never go to that particular place where the snake is crawling. ఎక్కడైతే పాకుతుందో ఆ చుట్టూ ప్రాంతాలు కూడా we never go. We never try. Simply we will run away from that place. But whereas the child is not like that, is innocence of that childhood. So when I was like you, when I was like a child, I learned so many good feelings. Again I wanted to learn what I lost. నేను ఏదైతే పోగొట్టుకున్నానో తిరిగి వాటిని నేర్చుకోవాలని అనుకుంటున్నాను. I want to unlearn all these muting things. I want to unlearn. ఈ సొసైటీలో ఉన్న ఫీలింగ్స్ నాకు వద్దు. అన్లర్న్ మీన్స్ I do not want to learn. I don't want to learn the present feelings, false nature, bad, jealous, hatredness, nothing. Muting all these things. I am not at all interested to follow. I am not at all interested to imbibe this false nature. ట్రూ పర్సనాలిటీ కావాలి తప్ప ఫేక్ పర్సనాలిటీ వద్దు, ప్రిటెన్షన్ వద్దు అని ప్రాధాయపడుతున్నాడు. నౌ టు లాఫ్ ఫర్ మై లాఫ్ ఇన్ ద మిర్రర్. He himself noticed when he laughed, he noticed it through mirror. He stood before mirror and he observed his smile. He himself stood before mirror and he observed his smile. He noticed that the teeth was like snake bare fangs. His smile appeared to be like a snake bare fangs. He himself noticed his smile was completely false. His completely false means it's nothing but like snake bare fangs. Snake bare fangs అంటే అతను నవ్వులో మొత్తం నవ్విన ఫీలింగ్స్ అంతా కూడా విషంతో నింపబడి ఉన్నాయని చెప్తున్నాడు. వెన్ యూ సీ ఏ స్నేక్, వెన్ ఇట్ ఓపెన్ ఇట్స్ ఫ్యాంగ్స్, వెన్ ఇట్ ఓపెన్ ఇట్స్ ఫ్యాంగ్స్ మీన్స్ ఇలా పడగ విప్పినప్పుడండి స్నేకు దాన్ని చూస్తే అండి దానిలో ఉన్న క్రూరత్వం, దానిలో ఉన్న విషపూరితమైన ఫీలింగ్స్ని బయటకు ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేస్తుందండి. సో ఇన్ ద సేమ్ మేనర్ he also noticed when he stood before the mirror and he noticed his smile. His smile appeared to be like snake bare fangs. ఒక పాము విషాన్ని ఎలాగైతే వెళ్ళజల్లుతుందో ఇతను కూడా ఇతని నవ్వు ద్వారా విషాన్ని బయటికి కనపడుతుందంట. విషము అంటే ఏంటంటే హిజ్ స్మైల్ వాజ్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఫిల్డ్ విత్ పాయిజన్, మీన్స్ ఫాల్స్ నేచర్, jealous, hatred, not good nature, no imitation. So he was very much felt bad and he wanted to relearn. He wanted to go back to the innocent stage and he wanted to relearn all the feelings what he has lost in the modern days. So he wanted to relearn from his son innocence or whatever good nature feelings. Next. So finally he says that, show me how to laugh, show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. Father, he is pleading his son. He wants to imbibe good qualities, true personality, true nature. He wants to possess good qualities like hospitality, friendliness, warmth, love, faith, trust, good nature, simplicity. These are all of the important qualities. He wants to imbibe from his son. He wants to relearn from his son. And finally he wants to say that in this present society, innocence is slowly fading away. Fading away means slowly disappearing, vanishing. We don't find any innocence in the present society. It's just nothing but like a fading aspect. People always appear to be dishonest and cunning. Wherever you go, you can find only dishonest, cunning people. You don't find any good, sensible persons. And moreover, especially in this poem, why he wants to go back to the innocent means the child is image of innocence, and he wants to act with false nature. Father, he wants to do things with good, without any false nature. That means with good nature, good intentions, good ideas. Next, he wishes to gain innocence from his son, but he did not realize that innocence cannot be learned. He did not realize, because innocence is nothing but like a state of mind during the childhood stage. It is a state of mind. Once it is lost, it has gone forever. You cannot learn. So here innocence is childhood stage. He wants to relearn good qualities from his son. He did not realize, and he did not realize that innocence could not be learned. That's why he is crawling, he is pleading his son to imbibe good qualities, and he wanted to go back to the past life. He wanted to be possess good qualities, and he wanted to implement those good feelings in the present society, because whole society is polluted. Wherever you go, you find only dishonest people or cunning people. He cannot digest, he cannot survive because of false nature. He was very much influenced by bad people. So he was unable to tolerate. That's why he wants to go back to the old life. He wants to relearn, he wants to adapt the feelings which he used to have in the past, like good qualities like what do you call love, warmth, generosity, hospitality, friendliness, simplicity, honest, trust, faith. These are all our good qualities. He wants to possess, he wants to regain, and he wants to lead a simple life while possessing good qualities. Okay? That's why the title Once Upon a Time, it shows once upon a time means the title indicates the past days. Once upon a time, ఒకనొకప్పుడు అంటే పాత రోజులు. So here poet Gabriel O'Hara, he showing the comparison between past, present generation. So past generation people ఉన్న మంచి వాల్యూస్ ఎంత బాగుంటాయో, ప్రజెంట్ జనరేషన్ అంతా కూడా కంప్లీట్గా నెగిటివిటీ పొల్యూటెడ్ అయిపోయిందని చెప్పి బాధపడుతూ పోయిట్టు అతన్ని ఫాదర్కి సన్కి మధ్యలో ఉన్న వ్యత్యాసం కాన్వర్సేషన్ అంతటిని కూడా he shows the comparison and shows the comparison between past and the present. Okay, thank you.